Coming up is Timberwolves Tower. Timberwolves Tower. You can 6-man weigh their towers around with Minnesota Timberwolves to win. A reminder, folks, to be here for our next giveaway. Impact Day. You'll receive a free Timberwolves impact. The National Basketball Association are committed to a safe
Star-Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Rudy Gobert.
I'm really not too surprised to see the rebounding numbers trail off a bit. He's a veteran player getting up there in years, and what comes with that is some changes to physicality and intentional adjustments to playing style. Even though his rebounding output has declined, that veteran presence and basketball IQ continue to grow.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Malik Beasley out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Okoro. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Smith in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for Minnesota, guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with the Cobra. And it's Gobert in at the 5. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches that they prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
We know MP never misses a chance to show up for his team's fans. And this season, he's going the extra mile by committing to winning every home game he plays in. That's a pretty bold objective.
And I have to respect MP's attitude. Taking aim at such an ambitious goal. Being rock solid at home is going to take a lot of focus and hard work from this squad. But if anyone can lead them to being one of the more dominant home teams around, it's MP.
Now let's check in with Allie and see what she has for us on MP. Allie, take it away.
I asked MP how they'd be approaching home games this season, and he said, I told my guys, we have to do better this year, period. When the game is in our house, we owe it to our fans to win it. Guys, I can get the feeling this isn't going to be an easy stop on the road for anyone.
Thanks. MP always working for his fans, always working for the people.
Well, hey, Smith has this kind of range, which is why you got to at least honor his shot.
DiVincenzo passes to the Cobra. Outside Edwards. Down low, the Cobra. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now, here's Okoro. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Giddey. And he can't bank that one in. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. A great skill development program showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Here's Beasley. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Smith finds Giddey. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, Giddey takes the hit and still finishes inside.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Drills it from outside.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
Smith sets the pick for Beasley. Back to Smith for the three. The Cobra with the rebound. Well, you know, something we just have to mention here. Tonight was MP bobblehead night. I mean, I've got him. You've got him. How do you think they got his likeness? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Personally, I love it.
It looks enough like him. I mean, I've seen some rough bobbleheads in my day. The kind where you don't even know who it's supposed to be. Same goes for some of the statues they've made recently.
Gobert, no good on that free throw. And a four-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
A nice shot by the Cobra.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Smith kicks to Giddey. Beasley, the pass to Giddey. Three-pointer. Here's Smith. And no good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 6. Timberwolves passing it around. They get it again. Back to McDaniel. The shot from the low post is good.
Look at Gobert keeping his options open. That was a smart pass.
Here's Buzelis. Now here's Okoro. McDaniel's defending. 6 to shoot. Here's Giddey. And Smith with the stuff.
Well, this is what this team wants from Smith on offense. Using his height to rescue the miss and finish strong.
29 seconds left to play in the first. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Giddey. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Inside. Here's Smith. No good on that one.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball...
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And here is Giddey to the inside. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Williams.
Well, that assist going to Giddey. You don't see too many guys at 6'8" with his mindset. He's a pass-first player.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie before courtside. Allie.
Thanks. The Cobra in the last game against the Warriors just played phenomenally. He tallied 32 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. Seems to be his theme lately. nobody has been able to stop him. Back to you.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Well, the coach calls a lot of pick-and-roll plays for Giddey. Skilled at finding angles for teammates.
Well, Josh Giddey, an outstanding playmaker. We know that, Coach. Are we calling him a point forward or a 6'8" point guard?
To me, Kevin, he's a pure point guard at 6'8". This guy's got great size, but he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, making plays for other people and running an offense. He can handle and pass as well as anyone.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to the Cobra. Over in the corner, Edward. A 3-ball. Chicago grabs the miss. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season. Okoro with it. McDaniels picks him up. Giddey kicks to Williams. And here's Beasley. 5 to shoot. Pass to Giddey. Launches it. A new 14 for the Bulls. Beasley against Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Beasley, the pass to Giddey. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Look, if Giddey can be a consistent off-ball threat, watch out.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert comes in for Randall. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dosunmu. Chicago also making some changes. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Williams. And Buzelis subbed in for Miller. Connects from 3-point range.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Pass to Smith. Now here's Giddey. 6 points for him. In the corner, it's Buzelis. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists tonight. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's the Cobra. Out to the wing. For 3, Edwards. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Here's Giddey. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Giddey, no good. Here's McDaniels. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Hey everybody, nothing like a little trade news to perk up your day. We'll take a look first at some transactions around the NBA.
Big time add in Shrew. In terms of toughness, he reminds me of an old school power forward. He won't allow you to be more physical than him.
Yeah, we know his type of defense helps the team win championships. Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Bulls. And that's a halftime.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The wingman, Edwards and McDaniel. The Cobra out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
No good from Beasley.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's the Cobra. No good on the 3. Bulls trail by 15. Okoro passes to Smith. Gobert with the block.
Well, this is Gobert to a T. An outstanding rim protector with impeccable timing.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And powering into the first week of the new year, here's a brand new look at the power rankings. Taking a look at New York, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Timberwolves, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this out. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
So Coach Van Gundy, after 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, his last coming in 2024, do you think Rudy Gobert has a chance at another?
Well, look, Kevin, I think Rudy continues to play at just as high a level defensively. But now as the game has changed, I think we're starting to reward guys with those awards who can not only protect the rim and make it tough on teams, but can go out on the perimeter and guard multiple positions. So I think it'll be tough for him to get a 5th. Yeah, and they're able to get their first bucket of the second half after 4 straight misses.
Here's the Cobra, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back over to you, Kevin.
He can lock it down. Okay, Allie, thanks. The Cobra passes to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's the Cobra, covered by Okoro. From 20 feet out, they get the rebound, the second effort, and he lays it up and in. McDaniel's got 15 points.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Okoro finds Beasley. Here's Buzelis. Pass to Giddey. Lots of room. The shot misses.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Lets it go with the 3. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it. A completely new lineup for Minnesota. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. And here are the Bulls now, trailing by 13. Pass to Smith. Now here's Beasley. Unloads from 13. And good that time.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
So for Chicago right now, they've got Josh Giddey. Jalen Smith is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Beasley in at the 2.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Smith with a screen on Edwards. Knocks down the 3.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. The Bulls running out of time. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Giddey got it to go off the glass.
Another one for Giddey. His confidence level has been sky high tonight. Looking to score the ball.
Now McDaniels. Oh, good on the layup.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Gobert against Giddey.
Well, with his mobility and size, Smith gets up there with ease.
Minnesota's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. A three-pointer, good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Outside Beasley. Now Giddey. Edwards with the rebound. 54 seconds left in the fourth.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here and what looks to be a solid win for the Timberwolves.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the Cobra.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Well, when you look at Josh Giddey, he scores, passes, and rebounds it well for his position. And the fun part for me, I think he still has room to grow. Well, you never want to leave points at the line, especially when you're down late.
And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
Driving to the basket. And down goes the 3. So Minnesota takes the win.